broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets ran with the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
The rest of us are back here. The rest of the state officers. The rest of the state officers. That's 10, 11, 12, 1. Do we got sound on this video?
Come with me now. Come with me now. Come with me now. I'll take you down. Come with me now. I'll show you how. Come with me now. I'll take you down. Come with
Hey, we're making some great looking tunnels. Let's get our state officers up to the stage. Yes, these are your Wyoming state officers. Get them on up to the stage. State officers coming on up to the stage right now. Let's keep making noise for them. All right, state officers, let's go. Wyoming FFA, here's your officer team. Wyoming FFA members and guests, let's welcome for the third general session your state officer team. Tonight they're going to come in their hometown jackets. We're going to start with your parliamentarian. How about it for past relevant member Harper Pollock? Your state sentinel from the Riverton FFA, Jackson Hill. Hey, the second officer from the Casper chapter, your state reporter, Afton Stewart. Stationed by the emblem of Washington, Gillette FFA member Brent Terrell. Your secretary comes from the Shoshone FFA. How about a Personia Post? Right here in Cheyenne from the Frontier FFA, your third vice president, Caitlin Hetherington. Sleep FFA proudly sends to you second vice president, Kenley Anderson. Right up the very north end of I-25, let's hear it for your vice president from Buffalo, Karina Misey. FFA members, your association president, Rawhide FFA member Larkin Williams. One more big shout for your state officers as they take their stations. Wyoming FFA, let them hear ya.
I shall call the roll of officers, determine if they're at their stations, and report back to you, Madam President. The Parliamentarian.
Stationed by the President.
Your duties there?
It is my duty to know and share rules of parliamentary law and call attention to any error in procedure that I may observe. I act as a consultant to the President on procedural matters to ensure the rights of the minority and the rule of the majority.
The Sentinel.
Stationed by the door.
Your duties there?
Through this door pass many friends of the FFA. It is my duty to see that the door is open to our friends at all times and that they are welcome. I care for the meeting room and paraphernalia. I strive to keep the room comfortable and assist the President in maintaining order.
The Reporter.
The reporter is stationed by the flag.
Why by the flag?
As the flag covers the United States of America, so I strive to inform the people in order that every man, woman, and child may know that the FFA is a national organization that reaches from the state of Alaska to the Virgin Islands and from the state of Maine to Hawaii.
The Treasurer.
Stationed by the emblem of Washington.
Your duties there?
I keep a record of receipts and disbursements, just as Washington kept his farm accounts, carefully and accurately. I encourage thrift among the members and strive to build up our financial standings through savings and investments. George Washington was better able to serve his country because he was financially independent.
The Secretary.
Stationed by the ear of corn.
Your duties there?
I keep an accurate record of all meetings and correspond with other secretaries wherever corn is grown and FFA members meet.
The advisor.
Here by the owl.
Why stationed by the owl?
The owl is a time-honored emblem of knowledge and wisdom. Being older than the rest of you, I'm asked to advise you from time to time when the need arises. I hope that my advice will always be based on true knowledge and ripened with wisdom. Madam Vice President, why do you keep a plow at your station?
The plow is a symbol of labor and tillage of the soil. Without labor, neither knowledge nor wisdom could accomplish much. My duties require me to assist at all times in directing the work of our organization. I preside over meetings in the absence of our president, whose place is beneath the rising sun.
Why is the president so stationed?
The rising sun is the token of a new era in agriculture. If we will follow the leadership of our president, we shall be led out of the darkness of selfishness and into the glorious sunlight of brotherhood and cooperation. Madam President, all officers are at their stations.
Thank you, Madam Vice President. The Secretary will call the roll of members.
I am pleased to announce that there are 1,510 members and guests present, Madam President.
Thank you. FFA members, why are we here? To practice brotherhood, honor agriculture. May we accomplish our purposes. I now declare this general session number 3 duly open for the transaction of business or attention to any matters which may properly be presented.
Good evening, Wyoming FFA. And guess who's back to introduce your Session 3 host? It's me. Your session host tonight has a couple hidden talents that not everybody knows about her. Her first hidden talent is that she manages to keep Afton in line, which is kind of a chore. Her second talent is she creates amazing playlists. Wyoming FFA, please join me in welcoming your Session 3 host, Karina Micey.
Fire, wind, now earth. In Session 1, Jackson ignited convention with his fiery personality. Last night, Larkin was blowing us away with her corny jokes. And now get ready, because in Session 3, I'm about to rock your world and show off the earth-shattering skills of Wyoming FFA members. To begin, I would like to introduce to you our special guest, Laramie County Commissioner Gunnar Mom. Gunnar is a sixth-generation lifelong Laramie County resident and real estate agent and owner with Coldwell Banker, the Property Exchange. The Mom family came to the U.S. from Sweden, settling in eastern Laramie County in the 1880s. They farmed the land for nearly 100 years until a few of them turned their focus to banking, business, and real estate in the 1980s. His parents, Jody and Julie Mom, grew up in Albin and Pine Bluffs, where their extended family still resides. Gunnar graduated from Cheyenne Central High School, where he excelled on the debate team. After graduation, he attended the University of Wyoming, where he studied political science and sharpened his debate and leadership skills while lobbying for the Wyoming Medical Society. After leaving the University of Wyoming in 2008, he began his career in Cheyenne as a residential and commercial realtor with Coldwell Banker, the Property Exchange. Gunnar and his wife, Jessica Beining, reside in Cheyenne with their dogs Zio and Annie. He looks forward to continued service to the residents of Laramie County. Please give a warm welcome to Commissioner Mom.
Good evening. Let's see if I can get this to stay. Maybe not. All right, so first, thank you guys for having me, and welcome to Laramie County for those of you that are coming from out of town. It is a great honor for our community and our county to host you all in this just fantastic event. As it was mentioned in my bio, my family came to eastern Laramie County in the 1800s, and I'll tell you that I'm the first generation to actually not grow up in agriculture. I've joked that my body type and allergies are more suited to real estate and a golf course, but I do still hold great fondness for the agricultural community. The closest I got to FFA was Mr. Kress's ag science class, senior year of high school. Now, he gave me an A, but I'm not quite sure if that was because he felt sorry for me or if it was my charming disposition, but that was the only A I ever received in the science class, so thank you, Mr. Kress, wherever you are. Real briefly, though, before I end, I just wanted to let you guys know that FFA, while I didn't have the opportunity to be a member, runs deep in my family, and I actually brought my father's FFA jacket, his corduroy, from when Pine Bluffs and Albin were a joint chapter. And I have to tell you that while I didn't participate in FFA, the lessons that my father learned and passed on to me have played an invaluable role in not only my life, but the life of my entire family. So my dad was born in 1959 to two 16-year-old high school students in an agriculture community that was very, very religious. It was a difficult time. He was raised by that community and by grandparents and by an agricultural community that taught him things to become a successful small business owner, to become an active and engaged citizen, serving on boards and numerous things throughout our community. And quite frankly, his greatest job he ever had was being the best dad that I could have ever imagined. And I believe he learned much of that in FFA. So thank you all for what you do. I am eternally grateful for FFA and all of you and your participation. So I hope you have a splendid night, and thank you for coming to Laramie County.
Commissioner Mom, we would like to thank you and all the Laramie County Commissioners for all that you do for the Wyoming FFA Association. We hope that you can accept this token of our appreciation. Thank you. All right, to kick off this evening's awards, we're going to start with the Environmental and Natural Resource Contest. Air, water, soil, you name it, these kids know it. These guys know what to do when it comes to real-life environmental problems thanks to this contest. I think you could say they like to get themselves into rocky situations. In all seriousness, though, without their dedication to the future of our environment, I think it's safe to say our floating rock would simply be lost in space. Let's welcome tonight's contestants.
And now the results in the Environment and Natural Resources, CDE. We'd like to thank our contest superintendent, Trent Morrill, and Laramie County Conservation District. We'd also like to recognize Rose McBride, as well as the Wyoming FFA Foundation. And now the awards. For recognition only, the high team and team activity comes to you from the Bear Lodge Sundance FFA. And joining us on stage for the ENR Awards, your third high individual hails from the Paint Rock FFA, Mason Rosenkrantz. Second high individual from the Wheatland FFA, Ace Keel. and your high individual in environment and natural resources. Also from the Wheatland FFA, Matthew Wakuri. Your 6th high team in environment and natural resources hails from the Bear Lodge Sundance FFA chapter. Fifth high team in ENR comes to you from the Lovell FFA chapter. Fourth high team in ENR hails from the Pal Shoshone FFA chapter. Third high team in ENR. From the Bighorn Basin, please help me in congratulating the Paint Rock FFA. Your reserve champion team in environment and natural resources comes to you from the Cheyenne Frontier FFA chapter. And your champion team in environment and natural resources that will represent Wyoming at the National FFA Convention in Indianapolis, Indiana. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the Wheatland FFA chapter. Team members include Matthew Wakuri, Ace Keel, Landon Thomas, and Cooper Meyer. Congratulations to the Wheatland FFA.
guys, I've got a few questions for you. Can anybody tell me how much of the world is water? Okay. 71, I like it. How much of it is land? 29, 30? Okay. One final question about the Earth. It's the real one. Is the Earth really round? Okay. Let's switch paths a little bit. Who wrote the creed? Good. When was FFA founded? When was Wyoming FFA founded? Yeah, I like it. Maybe some of you guys should test your knowledge in the quiz bowl. Next year, though, because this year's contestants have rocked it, they've been tested on FFA knowledge, leadership, and so much more. So I think we should give them a round of applause as we welcome the top contestants.
And now for your Greenhand Quiz Bowl results. We'd like to thank our superintendents of the 2020-2021 Wyoming State Officer Team. We would also like to thank our trophy sponsor, the Southeast FFA. And joining us on stage, our third high individual from the Cheyenne Frontier FFA, Reagan Allen. Your second high individual from the Riverton FFA, Tessa Kenyon. And your high individual in the Greenhand Quiz Bowl from the Cheyenne Frontier FFA, Brody Medina. And now your team awards. Your sixth high team comes from the Casper FFA. Your fifth high team hails from the Cheyenne Frontier FFA. Your fourth high team is the Wheatland FFA. Your third high team is the Laramie Peak FFA. Your second high team comes to you from the Riverton FFA. And your champion team in the Greenhand Quiz Bowl comes to you from the Gillette FFA. give a big round of applause for all of your Greenhand Quiz Bowl competitors.
Okay. All right. These next individuals sweep me off my feet, kind of like a shop broom. These guys not only cover 5 agricultural technology and mechanical areas like compact equipment, electricity, environmental and natural resources, machinery and equipment, and structures, but they're also masters in effective communication and modern technology. Please help me in welcoming the finalists for the Agricultural, Mechanical, and Technology Systems.
And now the results for the Ag Mechanics contest. We'd like to thank our superintendent, Caleb Parrington, and our trophy sponsor, the LCCC Trades and Technical Studies Pathway. We'd also like to thank our travel sponsor, Greenhand Construction. And now for recognition only, the high individual in the test from the Southeast FFA, William Knowlton. The high individual in electrical systems. This was a 3-way tie and was broke on the overall score. From the Thermopolis FFA, Chase Herring. High individual on compact equipment systems. From the Snowy Range FFA, Devin Everston. The high individual in environment and natural resource systems and industry and marketing. From the Torrington Lingle FFA, Wyatt Sylvester. The high individual in structures systems. From the Evanston FFA, Jackson Hayter. And the high individual in machinery and equipment systems, also with a 4-way tie, broke on overall scores. From the Buffalo FFA, Justin Sullivan. And the high team in team activity, hails from the Encampment FFA chapter. And now will the following individuals join us on stage. The high senior individual hails from the Paint Rock FFA, Ty Stroshine. Third high individual overall, from the Jim Bridger FFA, Paxton Doleal. Your second high individual in Ag Mechanics, from the Casper FFA, William Gutierrez. And your high individual overall in Ag Mechanics hails from the Southeast FFA, William Knowlton. the team awards for agricultural mechanics. Your 6th high team comes to you from the Pal Shoshone FFA chapter. Fifth high team in Ag Mechanics comes to you from the Snowy Range FFA chapter. Third high team in Ag Mechanics. Fourth high team in Ag Mechanics comes from the Tongue River FFA. Third high team in Ag Mechanics comes to you from the Paint Rock FFA chapter. Your reserve champion team in Ag Mechanics comes to you from the Encampment FFA. And your champion team in agriculture mechanics that will represent Wyoming at the National FFA Convention in Indianapolis, Indiana. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the Douglas FFA chapter. Team members include Dean Shadow, Miles Chapman, William Boynton, and Tyler Bevers. Congratulations, Douglas FFA.
And cry.
Hey, Caitlin, they sent me up here to see what you're doing, but I don't even want to ask anymore.
Shh, you're gonna break my concentration.
Oh, okay. Go up there.
Okay, I'm done. What do you guys think? Yeah?
Who is that, Caitlin?
It's the Queen and our state advisor, Miss Stacy Broda. Duh.
All right, well, maybe you could show us some more of your art skills later. We've got a show to run.
I don't know, I thought it was pretty good. I'll show you some more backstage. But in the meantime, please help me in welcoming Miss J.C. Luces from the Wheatland FFA.
Wyoming FFA, how you guys doing tonight? All right, I'm super happy to be here, and I'm going to sing a song that's really special to a lot of people. It's called Traveling Soldier by the Dixie Chicks. Two days past 18, he was waiting for the bus in his army green. Sat down in a booth at a cafe there, gave his order to a girl with a bow in her hair. He's a little shy, so she gives him a smile, and he said, would you mind sitting down for a while and talking to me? I'm feeling a little low. She said, I'm off in an hour, and I know where we can go. So they went down and they sat on the pier. He said, I bet you got a boyfriend, but I don't care. I got no one to send a letter to. Would you mind if I sent one back here to you? I cried, never gonna hold the hand of another guy. Too young for him, they told her, waiting for the love of a traveling soldier. Our love will never end, waiting on the soldier to come back again. Never more to be alone when the letter says a soldier's coming home. So the letters came from an army camp from California, then Vietnam, and he told her of his heart. It might be love and all other things he was so scared of. He said, when it's getting kind of rough over here, I remember that day sitting down on the pier, and I closed my eyes and see your pretty smile. He said, don't worry, but I won't be able to write for a while. I cried, never gonna hold the hand of another guy. Too young for him, they told her, waiting for the love of a traveling soldier. Our love will never end, waiting on the soldier to come back again. Never more to be alone when the letter says a soldier's coming. I cried, never gonna hold the hand of another guy. Too young for him, they told her, waiting for the love of a traveling soldier. Our love will never end, waiting on the soldier to come back again. Never more to be alone when the letter says a soldier's coming home. Thank you.
This next officer is, in my totally unbiased opinion, the coolest person on the planet.
She is one of the most passionate people I know, whether it's school, work, FFA, or any other activity she participates in. She always gives it 110%.
She is always there to lend a hand and will always put others first. She loves with her whole heart and will never let anything dull her beautiful smile.
You can never tell when she's having a bad day because she's always filled with laughter and has a smile on her face.
When you're around her, you can't help but feel happy. That is definitely the grace of God in her. When you meet her, you meet Jesus.
It is my pleasure to introduce my older sister
and my younger sister
and your 2023-2024 Wyoming FFA State Secretary, Sonia Post.
John was trying to say hi.
Holds me when I'm broken, sweet peace that passes understanding. When the whole wide world is crashing down, I fall to.
This is a world that is full of timelines, packed schedules, and rushing everywhere. It is easy to fill our days, and while it isn't bad to be involved in many things, it often fills our minds with anxiety and stress. We must take the time to pause, to look around us at the ordinary things and find peace in this place that we have been planted. I'm calling us to this because God calls us to this. Colossians 3:15 says, "Let the peace of Christ, to which you are called, rule your hearts." On my first day out of high school, I remember having an empty to-do list for the first time in many years. All of my family had left for work, and I was by myself. I went outside, I sat on the swing, and I admired the little things, how the clouds slowly moved across the sky, how the birds chirped in the trees, and how the breeze rustled the leaves. I now understood why my mom was always telling me to just breathe. I realized that I could have been enjoying these little things my whole life amidst the chaos. I could have paused more frequently to find this peace. But life gets a little crazy sometimes, and I just like to dance it off. It's all just a matter of how you handle that dance. One of the most frequent things that my dance teacher told me was, breathe. I cannot keep high energy, remember the choreography, or hold the poses if I'm not intentionally breathing, even when it's hard. Believe it or not, in every dance, there are moments where we pause in order to perform well throughout the entirety of the song. Think about sports games. There's a lot of motion and energy happening here too. But as an athlete myself, I know how important those timeouts and substitutes are. These pauses help us to stay energized for the next chunk of the game. Let's be still for a moment. Take a couple breaths with me. And feel your heartbeat. And look at the people sitting next to you. It's the ordinary. I hope you are filled with gratitude for this moment right here in these ordinary things. I hope this pause brings you peace. You can do this every day. Begin your mornings by intentionally pausing for peace. I do this by opening up my Bible and daily devotionals and diving into what God wants to teach me that day. On one of these mornings, he showed me Philippians 4:7. The peace of God, which surpasses all understanding, will guard your hearts and minds in Christ Jesus. That's powerful. That's something that I dwell in, and that's something that I want you all to dwell in. Friends, I pray that whether you're sitting outside, doing a little jig on stage, playing basketball with some friends, or if you're in the middle of many tasks, if your mind is racing with thoughts, or if you're running from one place to another, that you remember to pause for peace.
When the whole world is crashing down, I fall to my knees and breathe in your peace.
Sonia, you truly are our team's rock. Your unwavering faith has showed us all how to breathe and just take a moment for peace. Wyoming FFA, for the last time, your 2023-2024 Wyoming FFA State Secretary.
This year has been filled with so many incredible achievements Wyoming FFA members have made at the local, state, and national level. SAEs, CDEs, LDEs, community service, anything you name it, I guarantee a Wyoming FFA member participated in it. These next members have been hard at work their entire FFA career. The state degree is the highest degree the Wyoming FFA Association can bestow upon a member. With that, let's begin the state degree session.
We shall proceed with the degree ceremonies. Madam Secretary, what have you to report concerning the candidates eligible for this degree?
I am pleased to submit the names of 221 candidates who have been selected by the State Executive Committee to receive the State FFA degree.
Our Constitution sets up the minimum requirements which must be met before candidates are eligible for election of this degree. Madam Advisor, have you carefully examined and reviewed the records of these candidates?
I have.
We will now proceed to raise these members to the State FFA degree. Will the candidates please rise?
Through your untiring efforts, you have now succeeded in attaining a significant goal. This honor carries with it additional responsibilities, and we look upon this occasion as a milestone of your life of achievement in agriculture.
The State FFA degree is the highest degree our state association can bestow. Some of you will one day earn the coveted golden key of the American FFA degree. We urge you to maintain throughout your adult life the same enthusiasm and dedication you bring to this ceremony today.
It is a great honor to be nominated for the state FFA degree. It is still a greater honor to be selected for this degree by your fellow members of the Wyoming FFA Association.
Your new achievement brings you greater honors as well as additional responsibilities. You have widened the field of your service and leadership in the strengthening of agriculture, the most basic industry of our nation.
You have been urged to advance towards new and higher goals in the FFA. We commend you for your accomplishments and encourage you to work towards new and higher goals in our organization and in your chosen occupation.
In meeting the requirements of the Greenhand and Chapter FFA degrees, you were told that the golden charm of the state FFA degree was awaiting you. The bronze emblem of the Greenhand FFA degree gave way to the silver emblem of the Chapter FFA degree, which now has evolved into that golden charm. This is symbolic of the growth and development in your chosen occupation. May the permanence of the rare golden qualities be a constant reminder of the strength of your education and worthiness of your achievement. Therefore, on behalf of the Wyoming FFA Association, I confer upon you the state FFA degree with its honors and privileges and present to you this charm, the emblem of the degree. There will be a brief pause while candidates make their way to the stage.
For today's farmers starting out, expanding, or evaluating what's next, the landscape can be intimidating. With constantly evolving challenges and never-ending risk, moving confidently toward your goals takes a partner dedicated to agriculture and to understanding your financing needs.
New and beginning farmers, such as myself, sometimes you have to just roll up your sleeves and do it yourself. Being able to work with a lending institution that understands that and is willing to take a risk on you, that's important.
That's Farm Credit Services of America. We're built to serve agriculture and its people, many of whom are young and starting on their own. And as a cooperative owned by our customers, we deliver financial strength and have the capacity to be a constant in your individual journey. Because we understand and respect why you farm and ranch in the first place. You've watched them do it and are ready to build on that legacy.
It's rewarding to be able to be on the farm that I know has been in my family for over 150 years, and there's not a lot of people that can say that and then know that we're doing all that we can to continue to be good stewards of the ground and be able to grow the operation and be able to hand it down.
We collaborate with thousands of young and beginning producers who can benefit from dedicated financial services, coaching and guidance, education, networking, mentoring support, and more.
To endure through those challenges, through that adversity, and see the end product, it just means a whole lot. And to be able to do that in a lifestyle that means so much to Brian and I, means so much to our family, to be able to instill that kind of work ethic in our children, it's just something we're really passionate about. We wouldn't have it any other way.
We share your desire to be part of the future while making those before you proud by equipping you with the tools to make it your own.
They just really go the extra mile to make sure that young producers have every opportunity, everything they need to possibly have the best start that they can get.
Farm Credit Services of America. Agriculture works here.
Dote says that they want to double in size every 5 years. For me as a technician, that's exciting, knowing that the company is not worried about shrinking, but plans to grow tremendously. The job security here, the environment, and the opportunity of growth is absurd and unheard of in reality.
Feeling valued as an employee has been really amazing. I've never really had that before, and just feeling like no matter what I'm doing is important. I feel very taken care of here.
Our purpose as a company is creating a better life for our families, our communities, and those connected to the land. If that resonates with you, if that means something to you, if you want to be a part of doing something like that, you need to come join our team.
Devin is committed to STEM education and wants us to know that we can do anything. This makes learning super fun. From science and technology to engineering and math, Devin is opening new doors for us, giving us more opportunities for when we grow up. Go STEM! Creativity, math, teamwork, it's pretty fun.
It is changing their lives, and that's all in thanks to Devin.
And now the first group of state degree recipients. From Thermopolis, Caitlin Barral Littleshield. Buffalo. Emma Peringer. Chief Washakie, Reagan Foss. Green River, Alana Sharp. Cheyenne Frontier, Anthony Quick. Cheyenne High Plains, Sean Basert. Cheyenne High Plains, Haley Cooper. Bear Lodge, Riley Banker. Devil's Tower, Ahana Ivy Moody. Lander, Emma Wynn. Coal Creek, Autumn Clark. Douglas, Savannah Moffett. John B. Kendrick, Amy Peldo. Pal Shoshone, Wyatt Blackmore. Cheyenne High Plains, Sage Wells. Pine Bluffs, Spencer Rabo. Cheyenne High Plains, Emma Berg. Bear Lodge, Natalie Curran. Bear Lodge, Autumn Growth. Bear Lodge, Keaton Mills. Bow River, William Priest. Buffalo, Lane Bowden. Buffalo, Hudson Bow. Buffalo, Brogan Byram. Buffalo, Colton Hepp. Buffalo, Lance Rabel. Buffalo, Cora Turner. Buffalo, Rowan Wasinger. Buffalo, Bailey Yeager. Buffalo, Ryan Decker. Burns, Serenity Burkett. Burns, Sharia Eklund. Burns, Sienna Gallegos. Casper, Jonathan Danford. Casper, Brody McGee. Casper, Josie Mears. Cheyenne Frontier, Bryson Batakamarian. Cheyenne Frontier, Sierra DeCamillo. Cheyenne Frontier, Jada Ellsworth. Cheyenne Frontier, Colton Gutierrez. Cheyenne Frontier, Brooke Nofizinger. Cheyenne Frontier, Jaden Riddle. Cheyenne Frontier, Mackenzie Wilson. Cheyenne Frontier, Lily Hayes. Cheyenne High Plains, Abigail Horde. Cheyenne High Plains, Isabel Loafer. Chief Washakie, Hannah Appleby. Chief Washakie, Ileana Baumstark. Chief Washakie, Emerson Clark. Chief Washakie, Waylon Listman. Chief Washakie, Owen Lundgren. Chief Washakie, Aiden Martinez. Chief Washakie, Zach Nomura. Chief Washakie, Yale Ozario Akala. Chief Washakie, Maniana Peterson. Chief Washakie, Sydney Rohde. Chief Washakie, Caden Robertson. Chief Washakie, Ryan Rosario. Chief Washakie, Jasmine Sausalito. Chief Washakie, Callie Swain. Chief Washakie, Natalie Tharp. Chief Washakie, Logan Tolman. Chief Washakie, Shanae Lynn Wagner. Clear Creek, William Betts. Clear Creek, Willow Harriet. Clear Creek, Cameron Michelina. Cole Country, Cy Blessing. Cole Country, Stephanie Gray. Cole Country, Riley Hudson. Cole Country, Abby Heitenen. Cole Country, Mallory Jones. Cole Country, Adeline Nostragard. Cole Country, Molly Oakley. Cole Country, Cody Wynn. Devil's Tower, Carson Amos. Devil's Tower, Natalie Harrison. Devil's Tower, Ashlyn Rooney. Devil's Tower, Cadence Westover. Douglas, Lauren Ballman. Evanston, Cache Brooks. Evanston, Reichley Day. Evanston, Jackson Hayter. Evanston, Ashley McCoy. Evanston, Wydell South. Gillette, Naomi Genstrich. Gillette, Larissa Rathbun. Gillette, Gavin Stroshine. Glenrock, Lolly Ian Maspust. Glenrock, Waylon Mitchell. Glenrock, Dixon Pinkerington. Green River, Jordan Christensen. Green River, Clayton Clark. Green River, Ava Kellhofer. Green River, Emily Myers. Green River, Ivory Nair. Green River, Kristen Simcoe. Grable, Matea Henderson. Jim Bridger, Clay Cantlin. Jim Bridger, Carson Erdley. Jim Bridger, Bodie Fraughton. Jim Bridger, Mackenzie Huntington. Jim Bridger, Colton Rice. Jim Bridger, Jackson Sweep. Jim Bridger, Micah Varela. John B. Kendrick, Kiera Benedict. John B. Kendrick, Peyton Benedict. John B. Kendrick, Devlin Cole. John B. Kendrick, Evan Jones. John B. Kendrick, Peyton Martineau. John B. Kendrick, Mercedes Moore. John B. Kendrick, Autumn Postian. John B. Kendrick, Louisa Sorensen. John B. Kendrick, Zoe Van Winkle. John B. Kendrick, Emily Walton. John B. Kendrick, Jet West. KC, Casey Ledoux. KC, Charlie Ramirez. KC, Curtis Taylor. Lander, Avery Beaver. Lander, Andrew Calvert. Lander, Haven Laird. Lander, Haley Wilson. Please help me in congratulating our first round of state FFA degree recipients.
These next awards showcase the skills of members who are just barely dipping their toes into parliamentary procedure.
Yes.
The conduct of chapters meetings teaches members how to run effective meetings with opening and closing ceremonies, as well as the importance of participation and communication. Ultimately, these members are left with enough skills to climb Mount Everest. Let's meet the winners.
And now for your Conduct of Chapter Meeting Awards. We would like to thank our Superintendent, Brenna Williams. We'd like to thank our trophy and plaque sponsor, the Whitcomb FFA, and our CDE travel sponsor, the Wyoming FFA Foundation. And now for recognition only. Your outstanding Conduct of Chapter Meeting member is Lorelei Wolf from Casper. Your outstanding chair from the Thermopolis FFA, Alec Martinez. Your high team in the exam hails from the High Plains FFA. Now for your high individual on the exam, there was a three-way tie. This goes to Cooper Cox from Casper, Carter Cox from Casper, and Charlotte Speckner from Torrington Lingle FFA. And now joining us on stage, your sixth high team hails from the Casper FFA. Your fifth high team comes from the Thermopolis FFA. Your fourth high team comes to you from the John B. Kendrick FFA. Your third high team comes from the Torrington Lingle FFA. Your second high team in the conduct of chapter meetings hails from the Snowy Range FFA. And your champion team representing the state of Wyoming at the National FFA Convention in Indianapolis, Indiana. Give a big round of applause for the High Plains FFA. A big thank you to the High Plains FFA. Let's give them one big round of applause. Your state champions. Thank you to all the conduct of chapter meeting contestants.
Participants in the Parliamentary Procedure Contest have dug up buckets of knowledge on Robert's Rules of Order and have spent many hours refining their skills when it comes to running an effective and efficient meeting. Yes. I think it's safe to say that they've made their way to the tippy top of Mount Everest when it comes to their meeting skills. What do you say we meet the winners?
And now for your Parliamentary Procedure Awards. We would like to thank Brenna Williams as our superintendent, our trophy and plaque sponsor, the Lyman FFA, and our CDE travel sponsor, the Wyoming FFA Foundation. And now for recognition only. Your outstanding member from the Paint Rock FFA, Macy McKim. Your outstanding chair comes the Frontier FFA, Brody Medina. The high team in the exam comes from the Snowy Range FFA. And your high individual in the exam hails from the Gillette FFA, Zachary McMillan. And now will you join us on stage? Your sixth high team is the John B. Kendrick FFA. Your fifth high team coming from Campbell County, the Gillette FFA. Your fourth high team in the Parliamentary Procedure LDE comes from the Casper FFA. Your third high team comes from the Frontier FFA. Your second high team comes to you from the Paint Rock FFA. Your champion team in the Parliamentary Procedure LDE, representing the state of Wyoming this fall at the National FFA Convention. Give it up for the Plainsmen from the Snowy Range FFA. Let's give it up for our national championship bound, the Snowy Range FFA. Again, a thank you to all of our Parliamentary Procedure contestants. Thank you.
But then a chance to get to heaven slam. I used to worry about the future, but then I threw my caution to the wind.
Oh my gosh. You guys weren't supposed to see that. I was pretty good though, right? Yeah, I know. Well, how about we look at some more skillfully crafted choreography from, I don't know, maybe like a tap dance from Trinity Martin from the Torrington Lingle FFA.
Don't show up, don't come out, don't start caring about me now. Walk away, you know how. Don't start caring about me now. Aren't you the guy who tried to hurt me with the word goodbye? Though it took some time to survive you, I'm better on the other side. I'm all good already, so moved on, it's scary. I'm not where you left me at all. So if you don't wanna see me dancing with somebody, if you wanna believe that anything could stop me, don't show up, don't come out, don't start caring about me now. Walk away, you know how. Don't start caring about me now.
Have you ever thought of what the Energizer Bunny would look like if he wore a blue corduroy jacket? I have some thoughts. He would be about 6 foot tall, 180 pounds,
200 pounds.
more shaped like a Dorito than a rabbit, with the ability to recharge after falling asleep mid-push-up,
He did that.
falling asleep mid-sentence, mid-homework assignment, even falling asleep halfway through the champion drive in a lamb show.
He also did that.
But he's always kept going and going and going.
Dad, is this like the Energizer Bunny on the commercials we've all seen on repeat? Always the same, predictable, somewhat annoying lines.
Does that sound a little bit like your brother?
Do you mean like when he comes home and scares me as he pounds on my door? Or predictably says it's his turn to drive the golf cart when we exercise lambs?
He does do that.
Or the last bit of encouragement when he reminds me to just keep going and going and going?
Yep, that Energizer Bunny in a blue corduroy jacket. Jackson, we are so very proud of you and your teammates. May you all cherish your slumber parties and Courtney's macaroni and cheese and those other things between chapter visits. We can't wait to see what you all do. Thank you for inspiring us all to keep going and going. Please welcome to the stage my son
And my brother, our Energizer Bunny in the blue corduroy jacket, your 2023-2024 Wyoming State FFA Sentinel, Jackson Hill.
When I was in middle school, I went through a major Star Wars kick. I was a big fan. When I sat down to watch The Empire Strikes Back, my excitement peaked. I remember sitting there, watching the Battle of Hoth, that super snowy planet, and then looking out my window and seeing a very similar, very snowy, central Wyoming landscape. Anyway, later in that movie, we see the protagonist, Luke Skywalker, go through his training to become a Jedi. He's on this swamp planet and working with that old master, Yoda, and he's having a tough time. One day, Luke is practicing using the Force, working on getting his spaceship out of the swamp, and he fails. Now, Luke tells Yoda that he is going to try again. To this, Yoda snaps, saying, "Do or do not. There is no try." Now, I thought this was some great advice. I mean, if you can just do something, why not do it? However, as I've matured, I've started to see a little bit of a flaw in Yoda's logic. Sure, he might be a 950-year-old Jedi. However, I don't think he's giving good advice. I mean, as I've gotten older, I've come to realize that putting in effort, actively trying, is half the battle for success. I distinctly remember sitting in a math classroom and raising my hand to answer a question on the board. My teacher called on me, and as I made my way to the front of the classroom, one of my classmates in the back said, "Try hard." My peers burst out laughing, and I laughed with them, though this comment hurt. The coolest kids in middle school were those that did not try at all. However, that kid, the kid that was putting in little effort, was never me. No, I have always been a try-hard and was picked on because of it. Though today, when I take a step back and look at the successful people in my life, I don't see a bunch of these middle school cool kids putting in minimal effort. No, when I look at doctors, lawyers, parents, teachers, and professional athletes, I see a bunch of tryhards. One world-class tryhard I'm sure you're all familiar with is Buffalo Bills quarterback Josh Allen. Josh grew up in a small town in California. In high school, he was an FFA member, just like you. In fact, he was a placer at the National FFA Convention in his proficiency, where he worked on his family's cotton farm. Coming out of high school, Josh had 0 Division I offers. He went to a junior college, played great, and then sent his highlights back out to those same coaches. This time, one school gave him his shot. The University of Wyoming. Go Pokes! Josh had 3 great seasons at UW and ended up getting drafted in the first round by the Buffalo Bills. In the NFL, Josh continues to work his tail off and has become one of the best quarterbacks in the league because of it. When I see Josh Allen, I see a tryhard. And every single time I see a member wearing that blue corduroy jacket, I also see a tryhard. As FFA members, we are called to take the extra step, tasked with walking that extra mile. Yoda might have said, "Do or do not, there is no try," but he was wrong, and we prove it every single day. Thank you for unapologetically trying hard in a world full of middle school cool kids. Wyoming FFA, it has been my honor to try hard with you.
Thank you, Uncle D, for teaching me to love my mom guitar. Thank you, girl from Broken Bow, who shot an arrow through my heart. Thank you, Les, for calling out, 'cause I needed edges to cool away. Thank you, Vine. soundtrack to my life that's sure been great. Thank you, Mama, for the roll, and thank you, Daddy, for the rock. Most of all, thanks to the bulls that buck me off. Yeah, most of all, thank you, each and every bull that buck me off.
Jackson, your gregarious personality has kept us all on our toes and welcomed us all into the room. Thank you for teaching us dance lessons even when we didn't ask for them, and for teaching us to go the extra mile. Ladies and gentlemen, for the final time, your 2023-2024 Wyoming FFA State Sentinel, Jackson Hill.
Shot an arrow through my heart. Thank you, Liz, for cold nights. I needed edges to cool away. Thank you, Vinyl, for the soundtrack to my life that's sure been great. Thank you, Mama, for the roll, and thank you, Daddy, for the rock. Most of all.
In Wyoming, we are so fortunate to be surrounded by many hardworking members. I think they all deserve the spotlight. I would like to introduce to you this second group of state degree recipients.
And now Group 2 of our State FFA degree recipients, Little Snake River, Cashley Criswell. Little Snake River, Tanner Duncan. Little Snake River, Seth Maxon. Little Snake River, Kenner Rodriguez. Little Snake River, Isaiah Skalberg. Little Snake River, Jaden Thomas. Lovell FFA, Sydney Tryon. Lyman FFA, Braxton Bergener. Lyman FFA, Carla France. Lyman FFA, Wyatt Nebeker. Matiti FFA, Gabby Boley. Matiti FFA, Jason Erickson. Matiti FFA, Jason Moody. Matiti FFA, Gracie Randall. Rawhide FFA, Rachel Crean. Rawhide FFA, Melody Zumbrunnen. Paint Rock FFA, Tegan Kozanek. Paint Rock FFA, Hayden Paxton. Paint Rock FFA, Anna Stone. Paint Rock FFA, Ty Stroshine. Pine Bluffs FFA, Rachel Macy. Pinedale FFA, Elias Hayward. Pal Shoshone FFA, Victoria Beaudry. Pal Shoshone FFA, Bailey Brentz. Pal Shoshone FFA, Carly Brentz. Pal Shoshone FFA, Emma Brentz. Pal Shoshone FFA, Catherine Brentz. Pal Shoshone FFA, Shelby Carter. Riverton FFA, Jamin Anderson. Rock Creek FFA, Michaela Alexander. Rock Creek FFA, Gentry Sims. Rocky Mountain FFA, Brandon Abraham. Rocky Mountain FFA, Lillian Mader. Saddle and Sirloin FFA, Jade Harrington. Saddle and Sirloin FFA, Jerome Lip. Saddle and Sirloin, Pate Tavagi. Saratoga, Catherine Feeder. Saratoga, Logan Robinson. Shoshone, Brody Bonella. Snowy Range, Colin Borer. Snowy Range, Justin Chatfield. Snowy Range, Levi Crane. Snowy Range, Devin Evertson. Snowy Range, Barbara Martin. Snowy Range, Dante Satake. Snowy Range, Kinley Wade. Snowy Range, Brandon Wagoner. Southeast, Cody Anderson. Southeast, Abby Forbes. Southeast, Kylie Llewellyn. Southeast, Kaylee Porter. 10 Sleep, Matthew Blunt. Thermopolis, Jada Griffin. Thermopolis, Chase Herring. Thermopolis, Tucker Lake. Thermopolis, Porter McCumber. Thermopolis, Kale Odell Boldill. Thermopolis, Simon Ream. Tongue River, Coulter Hampt. Tongue River, Cole Kachuka. Torrington Lingle, Connor Booth. Torrington Lingle, Holly Leach. Torrington Lingle, Natalie Speckner. Upton, Kaylee Anderson. Upton, Chase Mills. Wheatland, Cole Gortz. Wheatland, Laney Gertz. Wheatland, Jesse Graves. Wheatland, Ethan Jackson. Wheatland, Kayleese Nez. Wheatland, Ikame Contour. Wheatland, Tag Mickelson. Wheatland, Lily Nichols. Wheatland, Megan Sagner. Wheatland, Matthew Wakuri. Whitcomb, Rebecca Anderson. Will all state stars report backstage? Whitcomb, Cade Thar. Whitcomb, Jocelyn Bon Olison. Windy City, Cheyenne Garbett. Windy City, Chase Shearlock. Wright, Carla Navarro. Please help me in congratulating all of our Wyoming FFA state degree recipients one more time.
I told you guys we'd be covering a lot of ground tonight, but I've kind of got this feeling that maybe we should stand up, stretch our legs, maybe practice for the dance later. Hey, state officers, can you help me? You guys ready? Do you have this feeling?
I got a feeling.
got a feeling. Let's hit it. Do you guys have a feeling? Do you know a dance? Yeah, you do.
I got a feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. A feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. A feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. A feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. Tonight's the night. Let's live it up. I got my money. Let's spin it up. Go out and smash it. Like oh my God. Jump out that sofa. Let's get up. I know that we'll have a ball if we get down and go out and just lose it all. I feel stressed out, I wanna let it go. Let's go way out, spaced out, and losing all control. Fill up my cup, Mazel tov. Look at her dancing, just take it off. Let's paint the town, we'll shut it down. Let's burn the roof, and then we'll do it again. Let's do it, let's do it, let's do it, let's do it, and do it, and do it. Let's live it up and do it, and do it, and do it, do it, do it. Let's do it, let's do it, let's do it. 'Cause I got a feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. A feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. A feeling tonight's the night. Hey, let's live it up. Let's live it up. I got my money. Hey, let's spin it up. Let's spin it up. Go out and smash it. Smash it. Like oh my God. Like oh my God. Jump out that sofa. Come on. Let's get up. Fill up my cup. Drink. Mazel tov. Look at her dancing. Move it. Just take it off. Let's paint the town. Paint the town. We'll shut it down. Shut it down. Let's burn the roof. And then we'll do it again. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. And do it. And do it. Let's live it up and do it. And do it. And do it. Do it. Do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Here we come. Here we go. We gotta rock. Easy come. Easy go. Now we on top. Feel the shot. Body rock. Rock it. Don't stop. Round and round. Up and down. Around the clock. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Friday, Saturday, Saturday to Sunday. Get with us. You know what we say. Party every day. Party every day. And I'm feeling
I won't lie, that was pretty impressive. But I'm excited for even later tonight. I think it'll be a good night. When it comes to research, I am no scientist. I prefer research that's clean, simple, straight to the point. However, members in the Agri-Science Fair have no issue when it comes to getting their hands dirty. They dive deep into their data and ultimately challenge themselves to find a grand outcome. Yesterday, Agri-Science Fair members were recognized for their hard work and determination. Today, we've taken these awards and determined which chapter has had the most top 3 finishes in each area. Your 2024 Agri-Science Sweepstake winner is Chief Washakie FFA. Congratulations. Members from across the state have proved their grit and determination through their extensive supervised agricultural experiences. Year after year, members use the skills that they've learned in their own SAEs to rock the world. While proficiency awards are individual achievements, these members unite to collectively represent their chapter. In the Proficiency Sweepstake Awards, this award is determined by the total number of top 3 finishes in each area by each individual chapter. Your 2024 Proficiency Sweepstakes Award winner is the Chief Washakie FFA. Here in Wyoming, we truly are fortunate enough to have some of the best stargazing skies in the country, at least in my opinion. Picture this. You're laying in the grass on a warm summer evening, there's a nice wind blowing, there's no bugs, that's always a drawback if you ask me, and you look up to the sky and you see thousands of brightly lit stars. Fun fact, the next meteor shower is April 21st. Pretty soon, right? But I have even better news. We're surrounded by our own stars this evening. Our Star Award candidates come in 4 different categories: Star in Agri-Science, Agribusiness, Agricultural Placement, and Star Farmer. Stars are chosen from each of Wyoming FFA's 5 regions, and from those, your state star is chosen. These next members have exceeded the expectations when it comes to involvement in community service and their supervised agricultural experience. To star our Wyoming stars, let's welcome the Regional Star in Agri-Science. This member has a research-based program of study focusing on developing and testing theories to further the field of agriculture. Your 2024 Wyoming State Star in Agri-Science is from Region 2, Sydney Rohde with the Chief Washakie FFA. Sydney has been very involved in her chapter and community affairs. For the past 4 years, she's been conducting different agri-science projects in different divisions. Her first 2 were in the Animal Systems Division, where she tested a variety of hair growth supplements on her horses and the quality of wool saddle pads. Her third in the Plant Systems Division, where she grew spinach in soils of different pH. And her most recent was in the Food Systems Division, where she tested different ways to keep baked bread fresh for longer. In addition to her dedication to work in her agri-science projects, she has indulged herself in beef, swine, and equine projects. Help me in congratulating our State Star in Agri-Science. Agribusiness candidates demonstrate outstanding achievements in an SAE that focuses on agricultural sales, service, or other entrepreneurial efforts. Your 2024 Wyoming Regional Stars in Agribusiness are from Region 1, Emma Wynn of the Lander FFA. Region 2, Tucker Lake of Thermopolis FFA. And from Region 3, Jocelyn Van Ollenhausen from the Whitcomb FFA. Your 2024 Wyoming State Star in Agribusiness is from Region 3, Jocelyn Van Ollenhausen. Jocelyn produces goat milk products, including soap, lotion, bath bombs, and bath salts as her agribusiness. She sources the milk from her own dairy goats and makes all of her products in her home. Jocelyn started her project 3 years ago with little knowledge about dairy goat care or products, but took on trials and errors and has ultimately developed a productive business. She has been highly involved in her chapter and community and plans to continue growing and learning about agriculture in her future years. Help me in congratulating our State Star in Agribusiness. Agricultural placement stars have employment-based supervised agricultural experience programs. Members may be employed on a farm or ranch or work for an agribusiness or other agricultural-related firm. Your 2024 regional stars in agricultural placement are from Region 1, Bodie Frutton of the Jim Bridger FFA. From Region 2, Owen Lundgren of Chief Washakie FFA. From Region 3, Pate Tavigi of Saddle and Sirloin FFA. And from Region 4, Spencer Rabo of the Pine Bluffs FFA. Your 2024 Wyoming State Star in Agricultural Placement is from Region 4, Spencer Rabo with the Pine Bluffs FFA. Spencer has been a dedicated agriculturalist for many years. He works as a 6th-generation farmer on his family farm outside of Albin, Wyoming. His family raises a broad range of crops, including winter wheat, chickpeas, and more on 8,000 acres of dry land farm ground. Their farm is 100% USDA certified organic. For his placement SAE, Spencer helps with the farm and cow-calf operation and is also responsible for helping maintain the farm's equipment. After high school, he intends to continue work in the agricultural industry, establishing his farm and pursuing related business ventures. Help me in congratulating our state star in agricultural placement. And finally, our star farmers. Star farmer candidates have traditional production agricultural-based SAEs. They may raise livestock, horses, or specialty animals, grow crops, or have a diversified program that combines multiple disciplines. The 2024 finalists are, from Region 1, Haven Laird of the Lander FFA. From Region 2, Reagan Foss of the Chief Washakie FFA. Representing Region 3 is Jet West of the John B. Kendrick FFA. From Region 4, Mackenzie Priest of the Bow River FFA. And from Region 5, Connor Booth of the Torrington Lingle FFA. Your 2024 Wyoming State Star Farmer is from Region 5, Connor Booth with the Torrington Lingle FFA. Connor's supervised agricultural experience involves raising registered Angus cattle. He started his own production business at 5 years old and has consistently increased his herd annually since then. He is an expert ranch hand and can most often be found fixing fences, working and feeding cattle, and mixing rations and all other things to help better the ranch. He also uses artificial insemination practices to breed the desired quality of genetics into his herd. Outside of leading his own operation, he also leads the Torrington Lingle FFA chapter as president. He aspires to one day produce top-quality Angus cattle that are marketable across the region. Help me in congratulating our State Star Farmer. Tonight, we've acknowledged a lot of hard work and talent from our members. However, I just don't think the energy was quite there. But hopefully, at the dance, we can congratulate them even more by having a good time. You guys have rocked the session so far, but our journey has come to an end. I would like to invite to the stage Larkin and Sonia to wrap up the evening with closing ceremonies.
Madam Secretary, do you have a record of any further business which should now be transacted?
I have important instructions for you guys this evening. I need you all to help us get ready to boogie by picking up trash and moving the left and right pods of chairs to the walls. Thank you.
Does any member know of any new or unfinished business which should properly come before this meeting? We are about to adjourn the third general session of the 97th Wyoming FFA State Convention. As we mingle with others, let us be diligent in labor, just in our dealings, courteous to everyone, and above all, honest and fair in the game of life. Fellow members and guests, join me in a salute to our flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I now declare this session adjourned.